Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I'm so excited to do this again. If you guys missed the first snow globe I made, it was a little bit of a disaster. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I put too much glitter in. Other than that, everything worked. I didn't have any bubbles in my glass dome, nothing. So Barbara, who sent me this mold because she loves unicorns, and she also collects snow globes. So what better thing to make her than a snow globe with the unicorn inside? I'm hoping it fits. This is going to be a tight one because it's actually going to go up this way, but the tail and then the horn are really, really close. So they might be actually touching the dome, which as long as I can get it closed, I'm going to continue on doing it. But she wanted a beach themed one. So that's what I'm going to do. So the dome is obviously going to be clear. This is 2 pieces. Obviously, it's not made for snow globes. I know that, but we're making it into a snow globe. So this goes and clicks onto here. And yes, I know I can pour resin in here, but I don't know where it needs to go to. And it really isn't too difficult to get the resin into these holes. So I'm going to do it the same way that I did the first one. The first one I made with deep pour resin. This one I'm going to try epoxy resin because I don't want to wait that long for curing. So my idea, and she just said beach theme, take it away. Okay, so we're going to put sand. This is just like play sand because it doesn't change color under resin. We're going to put the sand in the base, and we're going to put this 3 different color blues for the unicorn. Of course, we're going to finish her out and everything after it's all done. And I'm thinking I'm going to put some, oh, actually not this gold. I have some gold flake that I sell in my eBay store. I think I'm going to put a little bit of gold into the sand just to give it a little sparkling shimmer shine. So I'm going to mix up about 7 ounces. This holds about 2. Oh, I got blue mica on everything now. This holds like 2 ounces. This holds about 4. So I'm going to mix myself up just a little bit extra because I'm going to be splitting it all different ways and I don't want to mix an extra ounce. So let me grab the resin and we will get started. I've got 7 ounces mixed up. I left 4 in the cup, and then I'm going to mix up the blues. Let's do the least amount with the lightest color and then work my way that way. And then we're going to get this all in the vacuum chamber to get the bubbles out of everything. And I know I'm not going to use 4 because we're adding all the sand. So I'm going to try to keep the extra clear just in case I need it for something else. So I left the extra in that cup over there. And I'm hoping, I think what I'm going to do, I have resin on the outside already. I think I'm going to add a drip of glue into each one of these because I don't really want them merging together. I just want, let me see what one drop might be too much. Like a half a drop. I don't want them so thick that they don't merge at all. But I want them a little thick that they don't want to merge like a lot. A happy medium. That's pretty good. A half a drop was great. Okay, the first one was the blue. The second one, oh, they're both called blue. Oh, well, this is color shift blue. And this is just blue, but this one's much darker. Actually, it's almost gone, so I must like this color because I don't have any more. I must use it a lot. And we're going to stir this one, add a half a drop of glue. And then the smallest one will be the deep dark blue. Now I asked her if she wanted the horn a different color and she said nope. She wanted the horn to blend in with the rest of it. So let me try that. That's a little thicker. Obviously, I did more than a half a drop then. And then the dark blue. Hopefully this is dark, otherwise I might have to add a little bit of black to it or something. It looks a lot darker in the bottle. Well, it's really close to that one. Maybe I'll lighten one up. I did bring my interference blue over. Let's lighten the middle one up and see if that'll do anything. So I want 3 definite colors. Yeah, that changed it. And you can put this in the vacuum chamber with glue in it and mica powders. Just watch it so it doesn't bubble over. There, that's a better combination. What do you think? That's almost like a turquoise now next to this. So this one, I'm gonna add it, but barely a drop. All right, that's good. Nice and gel-like. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the board, get this in the vacuum chamber, and then we're gonna start pouring. I'm gonna start with this one since that's the deepest resin, even though it's my epoxy resin. I'm gonna spray a little alcohol in there. It won't flash cure in 4 ounces very quick. You have about 40 minutes to work with it, but I want to pay more attention to that, and this is just a quick pour. So again, I'm just gonna pour it right down this little hole so I don't put too much in here. Then you won't have a lot of sanding to do when you release it from this mold, because you need a flat base or it's not gonna sit on your base very good. So I'm just gonna check it. It does really better than I thought it would. I didn't have any bubbles last time. That's why I used deep pour, but I really don't think I'm going to have any in here today either. And I know I'm not gonna use the rest of it with the sand, because the sand is going to take up a lot of space. So we will have some extra. I'd rather have extra though than not enough. Especially when you're mixing colors, you really don't want to have to try to fix the color. Okay, that's about half full. Whoops. I'm just going to come up to the top of this lip here. Not quite there yet. A little more, and this is a little thicker than the deep pour, so it's got to go in a little slower. It's right about here. I don't see any bubbles in there, so it's doing pretty good. Almost there. Let's see, it looks like it's just at the top of this little, oh, almost, a little more. Once it self-levels, it goes back down. A little more. Maybe I'll pour it from this side, like that's going to do anything different. That looks good. Perfect. I don't see any bubbles at all. Let's do the unicorn, and then we'll worry about getting the right amount of sand in here. So let's set that aside, this aside. Okay, I'm going to do a third, and a third. Let me spray some alcohol because there's a lot of nooks and crannies in this little thing. I almost want to pour some of the clear in here just to see if I can get a little bit of a reaction out of it all. I might just do that. So that's the dark. Here's the medium. And here is the light. Do I add clear or do I just let it do its thing? I think they're gonna mix, but you know what? I'm gonna add some clear. I can always remake it, right? If I don't like it, watch, I'll add too much and I'll need it for the sand. Let's do just a little bit more of the light blue, finish it up. Whoop, too much. Oh, that's definitely domed. Okay, let's pray I have enough clear for the sand now. So these three are extras. Let's move that and see what happens. I don't know. For this, I'm going to take my pot of gold, which is a really, really light gold flake that you don't have to bust up in your resin because it's already done for you. And then I'm going to add sand, a lot of it. Mix it together. And this is upside down, so the sand will sink. So, okay, that's good. This is gonna, I didn't leave enough resin to let it flow. So this should be really fun, getting it down in all these little holes it's gotta go into. Yeah, this should be really fun. I gotta get it in all those little tiny holes somehow. And of course, I forgot to spray. Let me spray this side. Help it flow down in there. We'll probably have bubbles on the bottoms, but I think that's unavoidable. Just kind of shoving it down in there. Worry about this edge, and then I'll go around and squeeze it all too. It's hard to tell if it's in there or not. Looks like it is. Doesn't look like it is over here though. I think I'm going to take a little tool here and just squish it in there. I could see some of them, and it might just be clear sand pieces too, but I think they're all full. And hopefully we'll see some of this gold dust. Okay, I think I got it all. Obviously have some left over. And I think I'm going to pull out one of my little critters to throw all these extras in. Let me go find a mold. I got the little hamster out that sits up on his behind. I'm gonna pour it into this little guy. Let's see what we get. I don't know how well it's gonna do with the glue in it, but you don't know till you try, right? So we're gonna do the same thing, except if I have to use the sand to fill him up, then the sand's all gonna go right down to his head. There's the medium blue. This little thing is so adorable. And I think I'm gonna need the sand. Or maybe I'll just put the deep blue back in. I should have used it all. He holds 2 ounces, so I didn't, Yeah, there's not enough of the dark. So the sand is going to have to go in, and it's probably going to fall right to his head, because I certainly can't save it. I don't know what to do. Should I wait, put the sand in something else? I could always put sand in him later and not fill him right now. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to ruin the little guy, so I'll find something for the sand. Everything is cured. It's time to unmold. I did pour the rest in my little water ripple, what do you call these, starfish, and just put a little magnet on the back, so those will be some little extras. Let's start with this one. I'll probably, because it's got the rough surface from the sand, I'll put a piece of cork underneath like I do my coasters. Hopefully we don't have too many bubbles in here. And I'm hoping we can see some of the gold flake. So far, so good. I don't see anything yet. Yeah, not one bubble underneath. Need to trim right here, but that's no big deal. Oh, good, we can see the gold. See that? Yay! Let me grab a knife. I'm just gonna trim these couple little spots up. But like I said, I'm gonna put a piece of cork after it's completely done, considering it doesn't get screwed up with too much glitter this time. Now I'll probably like put way too little of glitter in here this time because I'm so paranoid I'm gonna overtake the poor unicorn. All right, that's good. It's not too bad, but it's just kind of a little bumpy, and I don't want that on somebody's countertop or anything. All right, so let's try to get this out. When I flipped it over, I noticed this bubble here. So I think we're gonna have a bubble underneath the chin. Oh, come on, get in the head, or I'm gonna have a really tough time getting this out. And then we will, considering this looks decent enough, we'll go ahead and finish this up before we start the rest of the snow globe. Come on. Come on. This one is so hard. The last time I did it, it was really difficult too. It's just the head goes in so many directions with the hair and then the horn and then the nose. It's not like soft or anything. It's just hard to get out of the mold. So keep that in mind if you don't have any help for unmolding. Oh my gosh. I can't get it up underneath the chin. Hang on, guys, I'm coming. Okay. Okay, there it goes. Gosh, that was hard. Oh, I like it. It's not too bad. You can see just a little tiny bit of the lighter greenish color, but all in all, it's not bad. Yeah, there's that bubble I was talking about. I think I ended up with that in the last one too. So that kind of stinks. It's a good thing you won't see it because it'll be sitting right in here. And I'm still hoping we're going to be able to do that. It's going to be really close. Really, really close. All right, so that is cute. We'll doll her up real good before we put her in the water. Now let's get this one out. And then I gotta sand these edges down so it's a flat surface. Pull that out. Come on, there we go. This is a very rigid mold. It does not, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spray around this whole thing and it should pop right out. Come on, all the way around. If I don't cut my hands. One more good squirt and I bet it'll come out. Here it comes. There we go. Beautiful. Just need to clean it. So this is the edge we need to fix. Last time I used a knife and I gouged it, so I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper. I'll show you, but I'll do it off camera. Give me just a second. What I did on the last one, I just went in circles like this until it was completely even. So I'm not going to make you suffer through those noises. So let me get this fixed up and figure out how we're going to decorate the unicorn, and then we'll come back. So I get this thing sanded down and I go to dry fit it, and bad news, Barbara, the unicorn does not fit inside. It is off the base. The horn hits here, the tail hits there. So I will just finish you up this unicorn and send it to you outside of the snow globe. However, I had bought this knowing I was going to put this in a snow globe. So since I can't get that one in, it's now going to be a mermaid snow globe. So that's what we're going to do. It's a good thing that this is sand because that is now a mermaid in there. What I have, I pulled out these little bubbles that I bought off Temu a little while ago. They're a little iridescent. And then these are those glass beads that I just sold in that box. I do not have any more boxes, guys. They were gone in a couple of hours. So if you want any of the boxes that I put together, you really need to become a channel member because their 24-hour notice, most of them are gone. And then it goes public for the rest of them. So there's usually only like 10 of anything left over after the channel members get a hold of them. But that's another story. I am doing St. Patrick's Day soon. So if you want a St. Patrick's Day and you don't want to miss out, you could be a channel member for $1.99 a month. Okay, this is 2-part epoxy, 5-minute. It's 1-to-1, but I just basically guess, and I've not had it not cure yet. So that's what I'm going to hold this little girl down with. So I'm just going to mix this up, and I might even use this to put the beads on. I don't know if it dries clear or not. It might say quick setting epoxy, clear. It says clear weld. I was going to use UV resin for those bubbles, but this sets up just as fast. So I'm going to put this on. I don't know how long I'm supposed to mix it. It's just a tiny little bit, and it smells terrible, so keep that in mind if you use this stuff. I'm going to put it on the bottom of her and position her in the middle. Now, the sanding on that thing only took me about 2 minutes. It was really easy, and then I cleaned it off with some alcohol. Then I'm just going to position her in here, and then we'll have to wait until she's dry before we can fill it. So maybe I will drizzle some of this around because I want to put some bubbles in here. Let's see if it works first of all. Let me grab a little spoon or something. These are almost the same color as her little fins. Yeah, these will be cute. Really cute, if you could see them. Since it's coming out on the bottom, let me put a little bit in the back. This is all assuming I'm not going to overwhelm this thing with glitter this time. And hopefully these will be cured in about 5 minutes. Just gonna roll the ones around that are loose right into the glue. Oops, she's moving over. I don't want that to happen because then I won't be able to put my dome on top. Okay, there we go. Let's see, let me shut these. She is not centered anymore. And let's see if I can, these came in different sizes. I don't know if they have a hole in the middle. I don't think so. Oh yeah, these are like little, they have a hole, which stinks, but you won't be able to tell in here, so. I usually try to buy things without holes. I'm hoping these stick down. I'm just putting it in like the wet epoxy. That looks good. Maybe I should put some in the back. What do you think? Do I have any more epoxy? Just a little bit. We'll put one here. Let me find a little one, go next to it. Make sure this is still gonna fit because that would be terrible. Yep. That looks good. It's really subtle. Like I said, it's the same color as her fins. Blue and pink and opal colors. It's really pretty. Okay, while we let that dry, I guess we can go ahead and finish Barbara's unicorn. I'm gonna do her eyes in this silver pen. She's got closed eyes, so there's no drawing pupils in these. Let me try the other side. She's got little lashes that go down. I guess I could just wipe off the excess. And then for the feet, I'm gonna go around her little, her feet have like this indentation here for the hoof. You hear my dogs walking around my room? It's so quiet in here, you can hear everything. All right, so let's see. I'll usually put rhinestones in the ears and the nose. Will we see the mouth? Unfortunately, now the mouth is not completely hidden, and that seems to be the problem spot for this mold. because now they both came out like that. Okay. Let me get a paper towel. I'm just going to clean off the eye part that I went over. That easy, simple. I'm going to grab some rhinestones and we will do her ears and her nose. Maybe put some in her hair this time. I know she didn't want too much done to this little girl, I should say, because she wanted more of the beach looking thing. Let's see, I'll do these little ones, and then her nose needs a little bit, 2 bigger ones. Let's stick them in there. A little bit of glue. Hopefully my mermaid's not moving over there. What do you think? Like the ears and the hair? Pretty sparkly? Not too bad. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to put one on the end of her eyes. Really small. Oh, right there. One right there. Okay, let's see if that's dry. She is dry, and yeah, see, I can pick her up. It's not moving, everything's stuck. I chose these two. These are the non-sink glitters from Into Resin, and I got pink and gold to go with the pink and gold. And I'm going to just put a little bit of each one in there. Oh, the pink's not even open. Let's open it today. And hope this doesn't take over like the crushed crystal would. But I think what I could do if I don't like this is drain it. I could drill a hole in the bottom and drain it. I don't know. Let's not get that far. A little bit of pink. I don't know if that's a little bit or a lot. I haven't used this in the longest time. And then the gold. Oh, not that much. I can hear you guys now. Those of you who know what you're doing are probably screaming at the television. Oh gosh. So this is just in a cup to hold it up. And then I filled it up. And what I usually, when I did it the last time, I just kind of put it in there to see how much water was left. But I think what I could do is just drill through the bottom, although that sand might not be able to drill through that. Well, not with my little drill anyway. I don't know. So I'm going to try to do this the best I could. I'm going to do half of the vegetable glycerin and half water. Or kind of like that. More glycerin? I don't know. That's a little more than half maybe. No, it's not. Not half yet. I'm thinking it'll float longer with the more glycerin that I put in there. And this is filtered water. And then we're gonna just mix it up. See what that glitter does. Clear up the water because it's cloudy from the mixture. I'll just look at it like through the side to see what I did. It's quite cloudy. There it goes, it's clearing up. I don't think it's too much, to be honest with you. I think my mistake last time was those like Mylar flakes that I used for snow. Because I don't think this is going to be too bad. Let me check. Oh no, I think that's going to be great. In fact, let me put her in. Yeah, we can see her. She doesn't take up much space, so I think I'm going to put in a little bit more. We'll do the glycerin. And I'm going to stir it again to get it mixed really nicely. Then I'm going to use the two-part epoxy again to glue this down. What I did last time was put it upside down and put something heavy on top just until it was secured. Let's see if it comes spilling out the sides. That's pretty good. I mean, there's probably going to be, I think there, it's hard to tell because of the lip on that, the base of the mold. I think I can put a little bit more. Let's do a little more water. It's a little off center here. Trying to keep the bubble as small as possible so I don't have to drill a hole and fill more water in there. Let's see if it spills out. I think that'll be good. I'm not going to put any more in there. So let me get everything dried off. Oops, I just popped a bubble off. I'm going to get her dried and get some epoxy mixed up, and then we'll adhere it. I'm so nervous. I've got some more two-part epoxy mixed up. I put it in this little piping bag. I'm trying to act quickly now because I only have a few minutes. So I cleaned this up. I put more bubbles on with UV resin. I put one on her head, and I added some more at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is just pipe this epoxy right around this edge before it cures. Last time it cured really fast. And I want a good line so there's no leaking. Maybe I'll put some around here too. I don't know if it's gonna do anything. But hopefully it'll stop leaks. Okay, here goes nothing. That's it. Now we wait. Oh, I got some water come out. Hopefully it will still cure with the water coming out. I don't know. Now well, guys, if it doesn't, we got to take some water out and re-glue it. So I'll let you know what happens. I finished it, you guys. Oh my gosh. After all that, it's beautiful. It worked. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I did put some shells along the bottom, but look at the glitter. So the non-sinking glitter doesn't even settle. It's like always floating in the glycerin. And check out the tiniest bubble that I left behind. It's so little. So that was perfect. So I put a piece of cork on the bottom, but I'm so happy. I wish it was her unicorn. I really do, but I do like the mermaid. You can barely see the bubbles on the inside. I mean, if you look pretty good, you could see them, but that's why I put some bubbles on the outside. Let me get the old one. Let me show you the big difference between the two. So if you didn't see the last video, here's the other one with all that. Look at the big bubble in there. It's huge. And then you can't really see the little hippo guy in there because I put so much glitter in. So I'm so excited I finally got it. So that's the key. Ultra fine glitter, non-sink glitter, but I'm pretty sure ultra fine glitter would do the same thing. So yes, this one, I just don't know what to do with it because you can't really see it. I thought about drilling a hole and draining it, but I haven't gotten that far. I might just do that and put some glitter in there now that I know that that glitter would work. So give me your thoughts. Well, you're seeing the bubble, so I'll get you some good pictures, the best that I can, obviously. So yeah, actually it wasn't leaking water when I thought it was. When I put it upside down, the epoxy that I had put on the edge had dripped. So I was wiping it and wiping it and wiping it with alcohol, just so it would like not cure on my resin here. So yeah, that's what that was. It wasn't water that came out. And I just used UV resin and I put the seashells down and cured it with my little flashlight. That's it. Put a few bubbles and that's it. So Barbara, I hope you like it. Sorry it's not your unicorn. However, the unicorn is super cute. All right, guys, stick around for those final pictures. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.